Previously on Survivor.
We have to go to another tribal.
If we don't go to tribal council before a spot, anyone could flip.
I don't know what we're gonna do come if we go to tribal next.
Hopefully the 6 of us, Hannah, Owen, myself, Jack, Abby, and Jake, will be the core 6.
I got Hannah to back me up and made her a little messy too.
I have trusted Hannah up until this point, but that's a little sus to go idol hunting with someone outside of our alliance.
It's not a good look.
Jake and Jack texted me at the same time and they're like, did you tell Paul his name was out?
Paul knows that his name's out and is scrambling.
Why don't we concoct a little blindside for Jake?
The third person voted out, Syrvivor Syracuse, heroes versus villains.
I might be a fucking bitch to the heart, but at least I don't smile in all these girls' faces like you.
It's very sad seeing Paul go and Kevin go. And it sucks. It makes me question, are Jake and Owen in the long term gonna have my back? Can I have a stronger relationship with Gabby? Because as the weeks go on, I'm like, oh, Jack has a hold over everyone. He does. And that's great. That's great for me because guess who the first person people are going to vote out is? Jack. Everyone on on the Villains tribe thinks that Jack is their number one, myself included. It thinks that they're Jack's number one, myself included. And that's super dangerous. And now I get why Maroon. Now I understand my season better because I'm like, well, of course they were never going to play, his alliance was never going to play for themselves because they were just saving him for later. They knew fully well who he was. They knew what they were doing. And if it weren't for idols, they would have sat on top.
Hi everyone. I'm here with 2 very special guests.
It's Redemption Island. We're here. We're rooting for you.
Yeah,
the only pigs left in the game. #pigs. We're sorry we couldn't merge together.
Only half of us left.
Merged in our hearts.
Merged in our hearts. Kevin's if you've read Animal Farm, Old Major, Marks. I'm Squealer, the propaganda pig. And then you're Snowball and Holly's Napoleon. Snowball is Lenin, so he's he rides Stalin's coattails because Holly is Stalin.
Everybody calls me a coattail rider, and I'm here to say that might be true.
No,
but
Cass,
I want it to not be true.
Cass, I'm literally ready for you to pull out all the stops and play your own game because I know you're gonna be such a badass when you do. And I know,
I'm ready to do it.
And I know you are.
True. I mean, it might be true right now, but I'm ready to change the narrative.
Yes.
Redemption arc.
I told you guys, I've been lying to people and saying that a little bit, and saying that I think that Austin has the idol.
Oh my God. That's sneaky, and I stand that.
Which I think is valid.
Yeah.
Paul.
Gabby. She's on her own. I wish her the best of luck.
I gotta spread my wings and fly
from
the nest.
I'm gonna refrain from giving her information.
No, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do anything at all. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the Easter egg.
Yeah, thanks for including me though. I wish you all the best of luck. I'm rooting for you. I really want her to at least make it to the drag challenge because guaranteed win. Should be.
Will be. Will be. Not even should. Will.
So unfortunately, due to contact tracing, I've been in contact with COVID and I can't participate in our upcoming challenge. So currently being quarantined in the Sheraton while our tribe is out fighting for immunity. It sucks not being able to be there, and if they don't pull it off, which I hope they do and I know they can, being quarantined may negatively impact my chances of trying not to get voted out pending that we lose. So hopefully they pull it together and we can win and keep our win streak alive.
Welcome back, everyone. Heroes, you're getting your first look at the new Villains tribe. Paul voted out the last tribe of council. Abby is not here, but her vote counted, so she's not here today. As well as Cam is not here today, but we have accounted for that in the challenge. Catherine, you played with Paul briefly in your season. What is your reaction to Paul, a season 1 player, getting voted out of this game?
Well, Paul was a very social person, so that could have been dangerous further in the game, so that was kind of a good move on their part.
Holly, what was your reaction to Paul getting voted out?
I'm really sad because I'm close with Paul outside of the game, but I understand the move. He's a really strong player, so, and I don't know what's going on their tribe. I mean, yeah, so.
Jake, just look at the difference here in just numbers and bodies. How pivotal is this win for you guys?
I mean, how embarrassing would it be to lose 4-10? Like, you guys can't do that to us. That would just be mean. Like, we're the villains. We're supposed to be the mean ones. But no, we really want to win. Like, it sucked to lose. Like, we lost 3 people who I really, really liked, and I really, really like all these guys. And we need a freaking win for morality and just. I can't do that again. I really can't.
So hopefully you guys get that. With that said, Carl, I will take that back. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. But before we do that, I'm just kidding, we're not swapping. You guys think there was a swap? Oh, did you think there was a swap?
I don't know, there was pretty early.
I'm looking at this hero's villain as much different. So, you guys get 4 in a row, that's a feat. With the disparity in numbers, we will have Sacramento, Andrew Clark, and Sabrina joining you for this challenge.
Let's go! Let's go!
Joe will be joining you for this challenge, but he will not be helping. He'll just be filming. These 3 will be helping. That just evens it out. With that said, for today's challenge, you Season 2 people may know it. It is the Find Luke Challenge.
Oh no.
So, at 15-minute intervals, starting at 0, 15, yada yada yada, I'll be sending out clues where I am on campus. The boundaries is similar to the idle boundary, so I won't be on south, I won't be off campus, I'll be somewhere on main campus within that idle boundary. That said, each tribe is allowed to use 2 cars only. Derek, I recognize you have a bike, sorry you cannot use that.
Nice.
2 cars only. Villains tribe, you have these 3 to help you guys. Heroes tribe, you're on your own, Bill's just filming. Trust me, these guys don't know where I'm gonna be.
Oh!
Major deja vu to that first challenge of season 3, kind of just like running around campus as fast as possible.
Yeah. I'll step over.
Actually, I'm not gonna run. Just come.
Okay.
It could be the globe. But that's really close to the observatory.
What do you think? Yeah.
Because I just know it's always lit up next to the globe. So right now we are going to the conservatory.
Let's go. I don't think all of us should go there. Alright, what's up everyone? I'm just gonna say it right now, I'm the smartest motherfucker in the game. For his clue, they're just running like idiots.
Yeah.
Smart people like me just chilling in the back. I knew, dude, I called it. I knew Luke was in shine.
Use that blue light. Yeah, but there's so many. There are. You want to be bright.
Well, this might be my shine.
Or a stoplight. Shine. Open day and night. Shine. You want to be right? Shine like light. Go. Yeah. You want to be right? Follow the light. Day and night. Everyone shine bright.
Yeah, how did they do this?
Now it's me, Jake, and Madison in the car. We are headed
It was a
today.
confusing time right there real quick. We just kind of jumped out. But you know what?
We're going to the light at the top of Shine. Or at the top of the mount, rather.
Yeah.
In Day Hall, there is a cell tower that is always shining a bright red light. Bright and red for villains.
And I think we'll get there before anyone else can.
We think we might be onto something.
Did you text her that's where we're going?
Yeah, text
Oh.
and say, can you do it?
Yeah, so my tribe are all idiots. They're going a day in like the geography building. I'm literally just gonna walk into shine on my bullseye, just grab the idols and then call it a day.
Oh yeah.
Now driving
past Flint Hall. Waiting for everyone to cross.
Cell tower's over there.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ran up the mount steps. I believe it's about 136 steps. And these clown boots right here. Out of breath, tired, cold because I took off my jacket to run.
We're thinking Luke is up here, but we don't know.
Hello?
Who is it?
No, we're walking today right now. But no updates yet. I'll type in the chat if we find them for now.
Who is it?
Okay. Yep, talk to you.
So far, nothing.
That's not him.
Well, maybe
Behind, yeah.
And no Luke up here on the mount. I want to pass this. I want to drive so recklessly. Where's the zero? That one's. Yeah, sorry. I always forget because it's not. Yeah. I'm a drama student, so this is our pretty bus. Yeah. I don't run over anybody. It's going fast. Yeah. Oh, there's that one. No, that's Jason.
So weird. I feel like these like do nothing.
Well, you're not gonna lie.
I'm leaning towards Holloway, which is funny.
Yo, I don't know. I'm like
just gonna go in the corner and look at everything we fucking do.
Here it comes.
2 for 2, baby. That's how we do it. Let's go!
Unstoppable. Unstoppable duo.
No one going home this week. Come on, baby.
Yes! Where can I park?
Oh my god!
Damn.
Wait, what is that? 2 for 2? What is this? Bridge by the dome? What bridge? What bridge by the dome? Yeah, that's where Luca found the idol in season 1.
Yep. Village.
Should we pick up Carl?
You want to ride?
I already am driving. See ya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gotta fight them all right now.
What's going on, Swan?
For the first time in Syrvivor Syracuse, here's Villains, Unity. No one will be going home for Villains this thing. Heroes, date with me at Tribal Council for the first time, where someone will be the 4th person voted out of this game. In addition to winning immunity, you guys will get your first ever clue to the Villains immunity idol. You'll be receiving that within the next 30 minutes or so. Hannah, you're holding that. How does it feel?
Nice.
Is it about time?
It's about time, I'd say. Just about time, yeah.
Jason, is it about time you guys go to Tribal, or is this one still sour? Mitch, are you ready to go to Tribal, or are you still regretting it?
Pretty disappointed. I feel like your clues suck, though.
Hey, I explained that pretty good. That was pretty good. With that said, Tribal Council Thursday. Dylan, take a week off. You guys deserve it. That's all I have for you guys. Film confessionals, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Alright, I have never been so excited to see a Party City Tiki decoration in my entire life. I'm going to cherish this for the next like 4 or 5 days, whenever Thursday is.
Well, thank fuck. We finally won an immunity. Jack coming in clutch there.
Well, we were bound to win eventually. I guess this is my kind of challenge. I had my boy Clark with me, who is behind the camera right now. 2 for 2. Won this in season 2. Someone's got to be the hero on a tribe of terrible villains. So, yeah, this is going to look good for my edit when I win. So just remember I said this, okay?
Still a little bit worried about my position on this tribe. I don't know. Nothing's guaranteed, of course. And I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping we can keep this winning streak going. I mean, one, that's a start. I'm gonna try to find my, do my best to find this idol, because I gave up too quick last season, and that definitely bit me in the ass. So things are looking up. It's a good day to be a villain.
This is for my bestie Paul. Sad he couldn't be here to see our first win, but it's how it goes. Ready to play Survivor. We're in this game still.
All right. I mean, like, obviously, like, it's not good to lose. I mean, the clues were a little iffy, but, like, you know, Jack found it. You know, 2 of 2, Jack and Andrew. My season and this season, they found it both times. I wasn't really good at this the first time. Wasn't that much better this time.
Yeah, we finally lost, which is never fun, but this is where the game begins. This is where you learn who you're close to, who you're not. And we were lucky to win 3 in a row, and hopefully we don't lose a lot more after this.
I think it was time. I feel like we haven't really been playing the game yet, and now I'm excited to, so I'm nervous to see what happened.
This tribal's big, this week is big. It's really getting into the game, and it feels like, I mean, look, the season started a few weeks ago, but this is where it all gets good.
I mean, I don't have anything to say. I don't know. I think I can make it through. I'm not expecting anything, but I'm just so tired right now and hungry, and I just want to go fall asleep.
Obviously not looking forward to tribal. It's the most uncertain part of the game. Yeah, I mean, at least we don't have a quick turnaround, because that would be kind of rough with like our first tribal. Like if we had like today to like Tuesday, that I think that would be a lot more rough. So I'm at least thankful it's a couple extra days for us to like get our shit together. Well, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really interesting. I don't even know who I'm gonna go for yet.
All right, well, the idol clue dropped 15 minutes ago, and it said something about, like, you remember?
Old haunts from the past, loud music.
Previous haunts where your ears would ring from the loud noise inside. Across the street is where I hide. It wasn't exactly that, but it was something like that.
The clue's pretty vague. I searched across from Kimmel. I searched across from Frat Row. I searched where there's like a ringing thing by the ambulance building. There's just a lot of places it can be.
I was sitting in my sister's apartment when we got the idol clue, and at first I was like, I really have no idea, and then Jack said Veterans Building, and I was like, oh, that's definitely it. So I just let him go search there, and I didn't really think much about it because I was like, I feel like that's definitely where it is.
I went to Booth. The Booth Garage specifically, which is across the street from the Kimmel, which is a on-campus dining hall that's not open anymore. Looked around there for a while. I actually saw Madison there with Adam Sperling from season 3. I talked to them for a little bit, but nothing there.
We thought instantly, DJs, R.I.P.
Rest in peace. Rest in power, even.
But we looked across the street. Nothing there. There were some footsteps allegedly in the snow.
I saw a couple footsteps. I made a lot of footsteps, but I saw like a couple things that could have been footsteps. So I'm thinking that either if it was in the snow, somebody probably found it. If it's not in the snow, we're not gonna have footprints. So
yeah,
maybe still somebody found it.
The clue mentioned haunts from the past, memories always last, and for some reason I thought PTSD from veteran, but that was probably too serious, too deep.
Then I'm sitting there, he didn't find it, I'm sitting there and I'm like, holy crap, I know where it is. Like, it's at DJ's. So I called Jack, he didn't pick up, so I called Jake and was like, run over to DJ's. Then Jack calls me back, so I tell them both to go to DJ's, then hoping that they don't get mad that I told each other, but whatever.
And then I realized, oh my god, Marshall Street's on the thing. And Abby's like, dude, it has to be across from DJ's. Like, you gotta go there now. So I drive there as fast as I possibly can, and I run up, and Jack's standing there. And I was like, oh crap, like someone's already here. People are already thinking DJ.
Abby texted me to go to DJ's. She said, Jake's been texting me to go ahead to DJ's. because, well, I'm a transfer. I've only been here for a year and a half, and I never really got to experience DJs, but it's a really loud place. It's closed now, and there's an education building across the street. So I sprinted from Hall Languages down like 3 or 4 blocks to Marshall Street to get to across from DJs, and I looked at this building. There was nothing there. Looked for probably 30 minutes. Jake showed up, looked with me. We went to the other side of the education building. We went to the back side of DJ's. We looked at the apartment building in Marshall.
So we looked around together, and this guy's complaining the whole time. He's like, dude, I hate looking for idols in the snow. And I'm just like, literally stop complaining. Like, I don't either, but we're doing this. We're playing Survivor. Suck it up and look for a goddamn idol because we need this thing. I just want to know where it is.
We were about to give up. Jake wanted to go back to where we looked at the front one more time, and
so we're looking, and then I'm just like checking around a corner, and Jack, he apparently saw something on the ground, so he goes and like,
I kicked up a rock that looked like it might have been some twine.
Kicks like this thing that looks like it might be plastic, and it wasn't. But while he like goes back behind these trees directly across from DJ's and just screams, Jake! And I run over and he holds the thing up. I'm like, put it away! And I run back and we're both freaking out because he just has the idol in his hand. And I'm like, dude, you need to hide it? We need to get the fuck out of here.
Jack, we think we fucking have it.
This has to be the idol. This has to be it. It's wrapped in red for the villains.
No, this is definitely it.
Alright. Okay, so we got this.
It's like a wrist, like a ring.
Yeah, what is this?
What does it say?
Hidden Immunity Idol. Congratulations, you have found the Villain Tribe Hidden Immunity Idol. When played at treble, any vote cast against you will not count. If you intend to play the idol for yourself or someone else, you must do so before the votes are read. The last time to play this is Final 5.
Oh my god.
Well,
we fucking got it.
There you have it. Later I find out that Gabby and Owen were there probably 30 minutes earlier, which has something to do with the footsteps that were there in the snow. Hannah went back and looked this morning. She thinks it's buried in the snow.
We know where the idol is.
Abby knows,
yeah.
Me and Jake know.
The three of us are just gonna align and fucking be solid on this tribe no matter what, and then just try to ride this thing as long as we fucking can.
Oh my god, this is what we need.
Oh my fuck, yes, that's what we need right now. Alright, now get out of my car before anyone sees you.
Right. Now, I have an idol, Madison has a duplicator.
Jack supposedly found the idol and he told me about it, which is awesome. And he showed it to me over Snapchat, and it looks like an idol, like he's not lying.
And I mean, I'm in a really good spot right now. Numbers are gonna be 9-7, so the idol will definitely come in handy eventually.
We have tribal in 3 days. First loss of the season, sadly.
This week is gonna be really, really hard, and I'm not ready, and I'm scared. I'm like happy that I feel like I'm finally playing the game, and that we're gonna kind of draw some tribal lines at this point. But at the same time, I don't want to descend into chaos, and I want this vote this week, no matter what happens, to be as unanimous as possible. You know, even if alliances are made, I still don't want to lose like the tribal unity because it's been so good up until now, but we'll see.
So I just got a little more info from Kat. She has to FaceTime. She says Holly texted her right after the challenge to throw Austin's name out. Not to say like, we're definitely going, just like, oh, it'd be easy, that'd be interesting. Apparently they'd FaceTimed like once. Holly's playing hard. Look, I want to get Ollie out at some point. It's gonna happen. It needs to happen. Maybe it's not this week, maybe it is. I still think they have an idol in the challenge. One of the clues said it's near where an idol was found. Right away, Holly texts. Go to Kimmel. I really think there's a good chance Holly or Cass is the idol. I think that's a really dangerous spot. My ideal this week would probably be 8 people split the vote on the 2 of them and flush the idol and take out Holly. But I don't know if we're gonna get that far.
Alright, so, you know, we've got tribal this week, and no one really knows what's going on. Right now, everyone's kind of like thinking about Jason as being the one to let out because he is not the best at communicating.
The logic makes sense. You know, he hasn't been reaching out to people at all. He doesn't really seem like he super wants to be here.
He has not really been talking to anybody this week.
But he's just like kind of doing it to himself, like by like not talking to anyone, which is unfortunate because I like the kid a lot. I like him. I think he's good at challenges. He just doesn't even want to talk. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
When our tribe made an alliance with Catherine, she's trying to have like a triple alliance with like me, her, and Cam. But I also have like another 3-way. No, I mean 3 people alliance with Eli and Mitch, but I haven't really talked to Mitch that much, so I don't know how that's going.
I just had a FaceTime with Jason for the first time. I haven't talked to him basically the whole season. I texted him like one time in the first week, and now I'm nervous. He really opened up about his, well, dislike for Holly and distrust for Holly. And, you know, I was kind of saying that, like, I don't trust Holly as much. Like, either, he's like, let's form an alliance. I was like, yeah, sure. Just, like, literally trying to, like, partner up with as many people as I can. So, we're just, like, he's just, like, going on about Holly, and we're, like, talking about our seasons and stuff. Then at the end of the call, he's like, okay, so, like, we're gonna go for Holly this week. He's like, I can start talking to people. I'm gonna have to talk to him again, probably at least 3 more times this week, because I need to make sure that he's not, like, including me in these plans for Holly.
But yeah, I think we're gonna try to vote Holly out first because she, well, obviously I already explained in the previous vlogs, but I'm gonna try my best to get her out.
I tried to reach out and talk to Jason, but he kind of blew me off and was just like, I'm busy, which makes sense now. So, yeah, I don't know what, I don't know if, like, Jason has a problem with me or something.
She's back, stabbing, ungrateful.
I don't think he does, but Derek said that he was, like, kind of talking shit before the challenge, because it was just Jason and Derek there, and Jason was kind of trying to blame me for him getting voted off, and, like, yeah, I put his name down, but I was not the leader of that vote. Cass put his name down too. I think someone else put his name down, and he voted for Sabrina, and that got him sent home. Like, I was almost blindsided, so I'm not gonna, like, yeah, I wrote your name down, but I'm not gonna fully take responsibility for that.
The drama started when I woke up and I had a text from Holly that said Jason was, like, throwing around my name. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, there's 10 people on this tribe and you have to pick me? Like, I was, so annoyed. Apparently he also wanted to get her out too, and no offense to Holly, like, I really like her and I'm highly considering working with her, but she's way more of a threat than me. Like, you know, just based off that superlative challenge, like, the other team was, like, picking her for, like, all the negative things and, like, saying she'll flip and she'll stab people in the back, and she did, like, in her season, she did vote out Jason, so, like, why wouldn't he want to get her over me? Like, I've never backstabbed anyone, never betrayed, never even voted somebody out, so, like, I'm definitely, like, the least threat on this team, so, like, why would he want to vote me out? So I really felt bad voting out Jason, but now I'm just kind of like, if he's throwing down my name, like, bye, like, that's okay.
Right now it's Thursday, it's the day before tribal, and I don't know. So I think, you know, unless I'm getting led astray, it kind of seems like Jason has kind of just dug himself a hole and everyone's gonna be voting him out tomorrow. I haven't even heard from him yet,
I know earlier in the week I was telling people I was considering reaching out, and I kind of talked to Derek, and he made up a good point. It's kind of up to him at this point to change things. Like, from what I've heard from I think Kat, is that like he just thinks that everyone for some reason will vote for either Cam or Holly, but he's not talking to anyone to make it happen. He just kind of thinks it's a given, and that everyone is on the same page with him. So I don't know if he's conceited or something, but like it's weird. But anyway, that's for my vote. Barring anything crazy out of the ordinary happening in the next 24 hours, that's where my vote will be going.
It's tough. Talk to everyone, talk to Cassidy a little bit, talk to Catherine and Eli. I think I'm honestly scared it might be me because I don't really talk to people, and it's like a big part of the game, which I should be doing, but it is what it is. It sucks. It's a bad feeling. I'm pretty sure everyone thinks they're being targeted. We all might vote for Holly, which would be sick. No offense at all. Like, she's really nice, but you know, during the game she's a snake. But that's like everybody. So, hopefully I don't hear my name tomorrow during Tribal at all, because I would love to keep playing, and I would love to win Syrvivor Season 4. Heroes vs. Villains, because I am the best. I'm the king. Once again, I think everyone's like complimenting me for like going off during challenges. Big flex. So yeah, really nervous. Hope everything works out.
I really don't want to vote him out. Because, you know, I think that he could be a valuable asset down the road. I think that, you know, I pretty much have his vote. Mitch and I have his vote in our pockets. We can tell him to do anything pretty much, but
it's not up to Eli or I to try to save him to make all these cases, because we don't want it to come back. We want Jason. You know, I don't want it to be like, oh, I really want Jason in the game. I want to save him, blah, 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 because there's not any good reason for that. There's no good reason to put my name out there so much, you know, to be so emphatic about it. So we'll see. Cassidy is also supposed to talk to Jason tonight. So Eli and I both agreed we won't tell Holly or Cass. We will wait to see what Cassidy has to say about her conversation with Jason.
The general consensus on the tribe is just like, we want to play with people who want to be here. So if he's not being as involved, then like, why keep him here, you know? So I think if like things go to plan, that's who is going to go home, obviously.
Now that being said, as we know from my week 1 comeback from season 2, sometimes the simplest votes can turn out to be the most complicated. Who knows? Somebody could be really, I don't know, putting a bag over my head and blindsiding me. Of course, I feel like everybody is saying the same thing right now, but you gotta be aware of the possibility that something can turn on a dime. So definitely looking forward to a potentially smooth week this week, but gonna keep my eyes and ears open to see if I hear anything different, because I do not want to be the first one voted out of the Hero Tribe. We'll see what happens.
So welcome to Heroes Tribe, to your first ever Tribal Council. Catherine,
Hi.
How does it feel to be going to Tribal 3 weeks after we started this season?
It's kind of tough just because we haven't had to put any trust to the test yet. So I think we were kind of riding on that 3-win high for this whole time. So it's kind of weird being here.
Pam, within these past 3 weeks, did you feel like you got closer to your tribe?
Yes. Like, considering last time that I really got close to nobody, this time it definitely has been more social all the way around. So I feel a lot better this time in Tribal.
Holly, alternatively, how does it feel to be finally playing this game?
It feels really good, honestly. I think this week was great for us. I don't think draw any like strict tribal lines, but that's okay. I mean, if this vote goes as planned, I think it's going to bring a lot of tribal unity. So.
Carl, pointing out what Holly just said, tribal lines weren't formed in these past 2 to 3 weeks. Do you think tribal lines will form today, or do you think it won't?
I think the only tribal line that's being drawn is just the reminder that this group is really strong together, that the hero tribe wants to work well as a unit, and I mean, I think we all know it's a long game and anything can happen, but right now, I think all 9 of us are most focused on the other people here and how we work together as a group going forward, because, you know, I never expected to like my first tribe this much. I never expected to want to be the one who was like gung-ho, let's go tribe person, but here we are, and I really couldn't be more excited about this group.
Mitch, just to go straight into it, Jason isn't here. Unfortunately, he was exposed to COVID, so he's quarantining. What does that prove for Jason with this tribe moving forward? Is there a Jason in this tribe moving forward?
Yeah, Mitch. What kind of question is Are you serious?
Guys,
when Jason's watching this, we're
I mean, based on your reaction.
Yes or no,
I mean, Jason isn't here today, and then, you know, we'll see if he comes back again. My priority tonight is to be on my first, the first time I'm on the right side of the boat, because if you had seen last time I played, I got screwed every single time. And the only time I came close was Daisy.
So Cassidy, based on that overwhelming laughter on that question, do you think this vote is pretty much settled?
I would hope so. Like, obviously, it's tribal, so like anything can happen. But from the like vibes that I've gotten this week and today, like I would say, it sounds like it.
Austin, you've played a season before. You made it pretty far. You can obviously know. You can obviously know.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Austin played
Oh my god. You obviously know that. Is every easy vote really an easy vote?
I'll say that not all votes are created equal. I think there's some that there are some that you kind of have to find, and then there are some that kind of present themselves, and I think tonight's one of those.
Derek, does what the Villains tribe did for their 3 tribal councils have any effect on this tribal council?
It doesn't really seem like it. I mean, I'm kind of like what everybody's been saying. Like, I feel like you see from the fact that like we're all able to laugh in this situation and just like joke with one another. Like, we're really focused on this group right now. We're really enjoying this group while we have it, and we're hoping that this group can last as long as we can make it last.
Catherine, to bring up the obvious, you guys had 3 weeks to find an idol. Do you think an idol could be present today?
I don't think it will show up today.
Holly, if an idol is present today, do you think that would be a shock?
I mean, I think so, considering that maybe the person who exists is the figure, but, I guess.
Mitch, theoretically, remember, Jason does still have a vote and could still play.
No, of course. But, yeah,
So Eli, how do we determine this vote? What's the main factor?
I think right now that the main factor for like all of us is like who we feel comfortable with, but also like who seems like they're here to play. Like who do we think is like gonna actually care more about it than other people, or who cares like about this game less than other people? Just from, you know, we can't really be in person, so like from like FaceTime and stuff like that. So like it's a little hard to decide, but I think we all have the same idea of those kind of lines.
To sum that up, Carl, do you think it's true that this vote is more about the effort someone shows into the game and whether that'd be good for tribes moving forward?
Yeah, and I think that, you know, that actually does play a real strategic element too. I think that having somebody who's not as strong a part of the tribe hurts you moving forward, and in the opposite way, having a group where you feel like you can have relationships with everyone, that you can talk with everyone and work with everyone, that helps every single person's here with their game. It's not, this isn't a decision that's best for one person and kind of bad for another. I think out of this tribal, this is something where we're really a unified front.
Alright, with that said, it is now time to vote. Daniel will be first. You can follow Joe out there.
Sorry, I don't know what to say.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the council area immediately and film as a professional with the show. That said, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and wants to play one, now will be the time to do so. That said, Jason is not here, his vote is accounted for, and he was also presented with the same question. He did not play an idol. I'll read the votes. First vote, Holly.
That's my shot.
Jason. 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 That's 3 votes Jason, 1 vote Holly, 6 votes left. 5th vote. Jason. Jason. And the 4th person voted out, Syrvivor Syracuse Heroes vs. Villains. Jason. Jason will give me his buff. Jason, wherever you are, hope you well. The tribe has spoken. Alright. Heroes Tribe, you just eliminated your first player of your tribe. Hopefully tribe unity is better from here on forward. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you. Next time on Syrvivor. Everyone, drop your buttons.
So we are now in the transition tribe.
Slowly I'm learning that the heroes are like a bunch of cult leaders.
I think there's going to be some surprised faces by the end of Tribal.
And I just got a very weird text from him. Big move alert.
Everything that comes after that is a complete disaster.
I feel like I'm on death row, waiting to be executed.
Jason, I wish you well. Hopefully you don't have COVID. It's been a while if you had an idol, but you don't. But good luck, man. You're a great guy. It's a pleasure having you in this game.
I hate to put down another POC name in this game. I'm hoping I'm on the right side of the vote. If not, I got a 12-pack Coronas in my backpack, so yeah. I would say something. I'm kind of curious as to what's going on there, so.
I'm so sorry for this. I know I told Jason I was with you, but I'm really not. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, man. I mean, I really don't want to vote you out, but it is what it is.
Just the best vote for the entire tribe, and somehow I'm saying that. You're a great guy, forever king, Jason Ding.